Let's begin by opening the Inky app by double-clicking the Inky executable. Once the app is open, you'll be presented with the basic template. This can be a great starting point for creating your dialog system. Let's take a quick look at how we can zoom in and zoom out of the text. If you'd like to increase the size of your text, you can press the Control key and then the plus key. If you'd like to decrease the size of your text, you can press the Control key, then the minus key. Next, let's head over to Unity and see how the two applications work together. Inside of Unity, locate and expand your Ink folder. Let's take a look at the demo project that comes with your Ink asset package. Expand the Demos folder, then select the Basic Demo folder. Within it, you'll find a scene file called Basic Demo. Double-click it. I want the game to be maximized as I test my project. So within the game view, select the Play Focus drop-down button and change it to Play Maximized. Now, in order to test out our scene, press the Play button at the top of the screen. Inky comes with a nifty editor that should pop up. We'll explain this editor later in another tutorial. For now, let's move it out of the way. The text and buttons are a little too small in the center of the game view, so let's scale up the elements in our view by moving the scale slider to the right. I went with roughly 5 times the size. Here you can see that the demo is a basic dialog tree. At the top, it has a bunch of text. Then at the bottom, there are 2 buttons. The text at the top reads, "I looked at Monsieur Frog." Below are 2 options. If it is selected the first button option, it'll take me to another scene with a text description with 2 additional buttons. These dialog trees can be a bit complicated, or as complicated as you like, with as many options as you can fill your screen and essentially beyond. Let's exit the demo by pressing the play button again at the top of the screen. Next, let's take a look at the story script file and how we can link it to the Inky editor that we downloaded earlier that exists outside of the Unity project. Navigate over to the Ink folder found within the Project tab. Within the Ink folder, you'll find a file titled Story. Right-click on this file and select Open. Since this is your first time opening a file of this type, Windows will open a separate prompt asking how we'd like to open the file. Since it did not find the initial Inky app, we'd like to use the More Apps option located below the first suggested option. After scrolling through the other suggested apps, I can see I did not find my Inky app here either. Click on the Look for another app on this PC text below the apps. Since I had downloaded and extracted my Inky app on the desktop, I'm going to navigate to the Inky Windows 64 folder located on my desktop. Then select the ink.exe file, followed by clicking the Open button. This will open the Inky story file located within Unity. It'll also link all future Ink files that we create with the app moving forward. In the next video, we'll take a look at creating our own Ink story file and getting it to play within Unity.